So Joaquin Phoenix has come out and claimed that Christopher Nolan offered him Heath Ledger's Joker role in The Dark Knight, which I'm calling major BS on. Like, I don't believe this at all, because I know Cillian Murphy was rumored for the role at one point. He did really good performance, but it was pretty much Heath and Cillian Murphy, and that was it, really. Like, we kind of knew who was in the running for Joker at the time. Admittedly, because people always bring this up, Heath Ledger got loads of flack for being cast as the Joker. Like, people hated him being cast as a Joker, which you wouldn't know now, because obviously the performance came out and it is the quintessentially iconic Joker performance, right? Like, it is. When you think of the Joker in live action, it's Heath Ledger. You know, he is impeccable as it. Unfortunately, you know, gone now, but you know, great performance. So Joaquin Phoenix has just randomly come out and been like, "Yeah, I was offered that. I wasn't ready though, so I turned it down." It's like, what? Out of nowhere. So he says he wasn't ready at the time. I talked to Christopher Nolan about The Dark Knight, and that didn't happen for whatever reason. I wasn't ready then. I can't imagine what it would be if we didn't have Heath Ledger's performance in that film, right? I mean, that's it. Like, it's just a quick snapshot. But I don't remember this ever being. Hey?
Sorry. At least he acknowledges that Ledger did a great job. Sorry.
Yeah, at least, at the very least, his hubris doesn't overtake the entire situation. But I mean, that's it. It's a bite-sized chunk from a bigger interview, but it's just such a weird thing to come out and say. I wonder. I don't know. Like, I just don't believe him. I just think he's talking utter shit, and so I just wanted to talk about it because it's just like, what?
It does seem odd, doesn't it? I always. It's funny how important casting is. How many roles you just couldn't imagine someone else doing it. Or when something is obviously miscast. It's about when Phoenix played Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh my god!
Terrible casting, just wrong, just wrong. Or I don't know. Everyone's got sort of their favorite films. Imagine if it wasn't Tim Robbins in Shawshank or something. Like, you can't imagine it. Or if it wasn't Mark Hamill as Luke or something. Yeah.
We might have
had a really small white guy in it.
Yeah, I mean, we might have had, you know, a better person now than we have in Hamill. But all right.
Yeah.
Hamill's a POS. Look, I can't imagine that Nolan offered him the role. I want to hear Nolan say it, because I don't believe this. And look, I mean, Joaquin at the time, what is he known for at that point?
I don't think he was really known for it. Like, 2008.
No, I don't know.
I don't think he was really known for anything like that. What was he known for at that point?
I don't know. When he first sort of came out onto the scene, but as a sort of an emergent Hollywood A-lister, he was just River Phoenix's little brother, right? River Phoenix was a big name. But yeah. Oh, Nick's in the Jesus.
He is. Hey. What do you reckon of this one, Nick? You heard this? Joaquin Phoenix claims Christopher Nolan offered him Heath Ledger's Joker role.
I don't know. Like, you know, having seen what Heath Ledger did in that role, it's hard to picture anybody else in that role. But, you know, maybe if we would have got him originally, we would have said the same thing about him. No clue. I just don't see how Heath Ledger's Joker could have gotten a better performance out of anybody than what he gave.
Agree with
I mean, maybe it's true. I mean, has Christopher Nolan come out and confirmed this at all, or?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why he'd lie about it, but I don't know. He's kind of a weirdo, so maybe he's just maybe it was like in a dream or something he had, sort of like the Joker sequel, uh, and it really didn't happen or something. Who knows? But
Mm.
yeah, I wouldn't. I couldn't imagine anybody else being in that role other than Heath Ledger.
I agree with Culture. It'd be nice to see what Nolan says, if he says anything. But in the chat,
Yeah.
people are saying Gladiator. Of course, by that point already, Phoenix had
True.
been played Commodus, and that is good.
Mm.
I really like Gladiator 1. We've got to start calling it Gladiator 1, I suppose. And he was good as Commodus, because I know
True.
I've read Edward Gibbon on Commodus, and he does play it quite well, I think.
Mm.
But still,
What year was Nolan's film?
2008.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
he did Walk the Line.
Yeah,
He did Gladiator.
yeah, and he did We Own the Night the year before that. So, I should say the year after that, in 07. So I don't know. I can't imagine anybody looking at him and thinking Joker, which is why, when it came up, it was such a surprise at the time, and in that particular Arthur Fleck role.
Yeah.
And again, it really wasn't Joker. It had Joker attached names so that it could get made, because it really was just my version of Taxi Driver. And what's the other one, the Broadway thing? But yeah.
Do you guys remember when you first heard the announcement that Heath Ledger was going to play Joker in The Dark Knight, and how you felt about that?
Ripped apart. Yeah, got ripped apart.
I was like, God, what a terrible casting choice. I did not like it.
The problem is, at the time, Nick, you have to remember, most of us were still thinking fondly of Jack
Nicholson.
Yeah. And Heath Ledger was like he was like this really young heartthrob type dude, wasn't he? He was like sort of a man boy type, pretty boy. Well, he's not cynical and evil.
He did that rock and roll King Arthur / film, right? First Night or whatever.
Yeah.
A Knight's Tale.
A Knight's Tale. That's what it is. Yeah.
But it just goes to show, true acting ability is that you can play a completely different character and pull it off. Someone like Brad Pitt could do, like Brad Pitt in 12 Monkeys, like completely different to other things he's done. So credit to Ledger, credit to Ledger for that.
Plus, he was known for doing the Brokeback Mountain movie that people just were like, "Oh God," and it's like, okay, this Brokeback Mountain guy is going to be the Joker. Gross, terrible hire, But hey, to his credit, man, he killed it. Absolutely killed it in that role.
Pun there, kind of literally, but
yeah.
Unfortunately,
but
I don't believe this. I'd like to hear what Christopher Nolan has to say, but I just thought it was an interesting thing to sort of bring up, to be honest. Just a bloody weird one. Absolute weird one. Anything else to add, or shall we move on?
Have you guys talked about the latest episode of Penguin yet?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
All right. Nothing else to add on this one? No worries. No. We will shuffle on. Nick, are you phoning in through like yogurt cups on string or something? Like, what's going on, mate?
Yes.
I'm out of town. I'm out of town, and I'm on a headset, so this is not my normal microphone.